Hi friends, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ryan Abear, and today I'm talking about living a shouldy life. And I want to talk to you about a very strange difference that we experience between the way things are, which we'll call the world as is, and the way things should be, which we'll call the way the world should be. And the way the world should be is a narrative about the way the world was. And it's frustrating because you can't change the way the world is as is. Let me introduce you to reality, which can only be experienced in something that's called the present moment. And it's not even something that you notice. Reality is so evasive. It's like hearing a piece of music and like, holy shit, what was that? As the music is happening, you don't even realize what you're hearing. And real reality is a multi-dimensional sensory perception overload. And one day, you're going to come to your senses. That's what happens. I'll use that language. You've come to your senses. See, we skirt by that, not really understanding what that means to come to your senses. But you experience reality through sight, smell, taste, touch, sound. That's how reality is experienced. Now, most of us, when we say the world should be a certain way, what we're doing is we're actually describing the past, the most immediate version of reality, the freshest version which exists in something we call the memory, which is most unreliable and very fishy. And it fades. That's why it's hard to make a convincing case that the world should be anything. Because by the time you notice anything, it's already kind of over. And you're going off your memory. It's like a piece of music. The only way to really hear it is to shut the hell up. And let it tickle your eardrums. The only way to really see something is to shut the hell up and let the pixels absorb into your being fully. To say that the world should be a certain way, you are interrupting the glory of reality, the glory of the leading edge, the nanosecond of now. You're interrupting it. And basically, when you say this should be or this shouldn't be, you're living in the past. You can't hear the past. You can't see the past. You can't smell the past. You can't touch the past. But in this moment, you can smell, You can hear. You can see. Even if you're not eating anything, you can taste. You can feel. And in this moment, there's so much going on. And then you have like your feelings in your body, emotions. It's so overwhelming, so rich, so full of bits of information that to try to describe it is futile. What's weird is that reality is identifiable, but not describable. That's like if I were to ask you, what'd you do yesterday? You would reduce it to about maybe 10 seconds of what happened, but you lived a 24-hour period. You can't possibly put into words everything that you did. It's too rich, too full. It's panoramic. It's multidimensional. It's multisensory. They often say a picture is worth 1,000 words. But that means words are worthless. Because you're living in a three-dimensional, animated, kaleidoscopic, multi-dimensional picture. A reality that's so deep and so dense that you come to the realization that it is a world as is. And your attempt to tell yourself this world as it should be is an attempt to change the past. But where is the past? How can you change the past? The present moment, lickety-split, is gone. But it leaves behind this trace. And there is nothing more than the eternal now. And no word can describe this experience. Yet we miss the richness of it. In a world as it should be, a tawdry, pitiful story about what we just experienced. And you know why we do that? So we can control it. A story of how it should be, or shouldn't be, is a shitty way to control life. And this is, of course, what we do about God. For whoever controls the narrative controls the world. Well, why don't we just shut the hell up and just live? I want to introduce you to reality. And stop living a shitty life. I should be doing this. This should have come out this way. This should be this way. I shouldn't do this. All that does is smear the glory of reality, which is alive. Reality is alive. It wiggles. It moves. It goes in all sorts of directions. Did you know that an expectation is also kind of in the past? And only fools put their hope in the future. This feeling of hope or fear about the future is just this feeling now. It's a feeling now. It's not about what's going to happen. It's not even a feeling about what is happening. It's too quick. We're too slow on the uptake to realize what this is. So you learn to shut up. You learn to let your eardrums be tickled, your eyes be dazzled, your mind be quiet. You don't want to interrupt real reality, which is silent. And you can perceive with your senses. You can recognize reality, but you can't describe it. That's the glory of reality. It just is. The world is. And the world as it should be are in conflict. But there's only one winner. The clear winner is reality. You can't get a leg up on it, friends. Because by the time you describe it, it's gone. And your words are a futile attempt to capture it. Might as well just experience the world as it is and be in awe and reverence and fall in love with it. The best part of this speech that I've just given are the pauses, because they speak the truth. I'm trying to describe reality too. It sure is wonderful, though, when you come to your senses and stop living such a shitty life. You're caught in the middle between the way things should be and the way things are. It's better when you catch on. Line yourself up. You want to be in the leading edge of reality. You want to be as close to it as you can. Quiet. It's too much to take in, that's why. There's a wonderful line in a hymn called How Great Thou Art. It says, I scarce can take it in. Reality is so dense, you don't want to miss it anymore. The tastes, the sounds. You can't hear it, but the dog is breathing over here. It's just wonderful. The clouds, the trees, the movement. I want to take it in with all my senses. I don't want to miss it. I want to be with reality. As it should be, but as it is. It's much more interesting because it's alive. It moves in directions I can't fathom. It does things I can't predict. Yet it's real. And there is no should be. There is only the world as it is. And as it was in the beginning is now and will be forever. Now. Get with it. Come to your senses. It's glorious. Okay, friends. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. My name is Ryan Abear. If you enjoyed these insights, please check out my blog. It's called mymorningmotivator.com. And we'll see you next time.